Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Glendale. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. The Cardinals now getting... Offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. They'll go option to the short side. Touchdown, Cardinals! It's a sensational run there by Kyler Murray. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Throwing is Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Cousins. To to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second down and goal. Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Oh, the return is Powell. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Now a handoff to Chandler. Tackle there by Rashard Lawrence. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Cousins now. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. They run it with Chandler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Take it in at the 3. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here trying to tie this football game. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Murray Murray's going to keep it again. And he stopped immediately there. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Screen pass to Connor. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Here's Powell on the return. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go play action. Cousins. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A first down throw for Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's polished off by a Vikings score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Murray now on first down, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So they take a decent... And the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray, and that one too far in front. It's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Murray. And that will be incomplete as well.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
A touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes that much more difficult.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Ertz has it left side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 39, Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we see, well, no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, 3rd quarter, ready to go. And And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing. Taking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray, a quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Evans. He's at the 40. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Joseph on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start with the option. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Here's Murray from midfield. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. And that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
3rd and 10.
Throwing now is Murray. Finding Ertz again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for the Cardinals. 1st down.
Murray now on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Murray again. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and 8.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
first carry for James Conner. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Murray. Flush to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Prater's kick is good, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Nwangu now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30, the 40, past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Joseph now to have the PAT. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The football going back over to Arizona now. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
First down, Murray. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
But this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground, because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Murray now to throw. Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Murray now. And he's going to go down again. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens. Big games as well.
Now Chandler. Now hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Here's Chandler. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5.
2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Chandler, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Play action now. Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Joseph on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was finished off with a touchdown run from Ty Chandler. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Zone offense now as they get set to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't. Out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.